I have my hands full.
She needs it now. How old is she?
75. We were supposed to.
6:59.
Good evening, citizens of Louisburg and council, and welcome to our September 10th, 2024 monthly town meeting. And we'll begin by having our roll call by our clerk.
Mayor Neal,
Here.
Councilman Stover, Councilwoman Woods,
Here.
Councilwoman Stein,
Here.
Councilwoman Wright,
Here.
Councilwoman Baker,
Here.
Councilman Clancy.
Here. Okay. And Councilwoman Wright, could you give us our invocation, please?
Bow your head. Most holy, everlasting, eternal God, we come to you once again, Lord. Thank you for another day. Thank you, Lord, for the council and the members that have come out for the town of Louisburg and about the business, Lord. Thank you for everybody that's here. Bless each home that's represented, Lord. And thank you for those that wanted to be here, but for some reason or another could not attend. Lord, just go with us, be with us in this meeting. Let everything be done decently in order. And in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Item number 4, the adoption of tonight's agenda. Could I get a motion to adopt the agenda for this evening?
Make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second motion.
It's been moved and properly second that we adopt tonight's agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Item number 5, the approval of minutes. We have 2 sets of minutes to be approved tonight. August 13, 2024 regular meeting minutes, as well as the August 29th, 2024 special call meeting. Motion to approve those minutes.
Motion to approve both sets of minutes.
Second motion.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve the minutes for both August 13th and 29th of 2024. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item number 6 on the agenda, that is the time where we set aside for our public comments. We have a 3-minute. This is the opportunity for anyone in the public to come forward and share any type of concerns or comments that they have with the council this evening. We have one so far, Ms. Beverly Kegley. You may come forward, state your name and address for the record.
Beverly Kegley, 120 Jolly Street, Louisburg, North Carolina. Thank you for allowing me to come before you yet again. And I bring you good news this time, not asking for anything this time. We had our meeting last night of the Affordable Housing Homeless Committee, and it came up from one of our members that they've seen some homeless folks and what do you do if this or if that happens? And she was concerned that the folks were hungry, which of course they probably are. So what I brought you tonight is the draft of our locations for the 7 food pantries that the Interfaith Council has around the county. Also, we have a new phone number that is not my cell phone number. Thank you, God. So the number's on here as well. And if all else fails, as it says on Facebook, call Bev. So that number is on there too. I will hand these to the clerk and she can pass them out. We definitely would like for the police and the sheriff's office and, well, police and the fire department to have them. So I will give these to you. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is, some of you probably have seen it, some of you are in it, and some of you may remember the film that we did, Give Me Shelter. On September the 20th, there will be, it is the start of the Down East Flick Fest in Greenville and Kinston. And Friday night, which is the 20th, will be dedicated to Give Me Shelter. There will be a red carpet reception, and then they will show the film. And then the three of us that were directors and producers on the film, Gauri Singh, Rob Underhill, and myself, will be doing a Q&A. The other thing that you need to know about Give Me Shelter is we are working on Give Me Shelter Revisited. We've already been doing some filming here in Louisburg and with some other people that we didn't address their issues, like a veteran that we have in a hotel that's a Vietnam vet. And when he left the military, he went to work for FEMA. So he's certainly not what you would consider or what everybody thinks about as homeless, but he is. So that's happening. And, it will be, Louisburg will, of course, be talked about. Then we have been,
15 seconds.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I see another citizen has come in. Just to be fair, if we're in our public comment section right now, and don't see your name on the list, but if you have anything that you may want to share with the council or town, you have this moment at this time, sir. Just state your name and address for the record.
Hi, my name is William Powell. I'm the son-in-law of T.O. Anderson, and we are the owners of the 215 South Main Street here in Louisburg, and we own several properties around town. I'm here tonight, and thank you for allowing me to be able to come in and speak. I wanted to talk to the town concerning the property, which is directly behind the 215 South Main Street, in which, for me, being that, Mr. Anderson died in 2022 and taking over, trying to upgrade and do things around town has become such a chore for me. But one of the things that I wanted to bring to the council was the picture of what it looks like behind our building. And from my understanding, I've done some research, a little research anyway, and it says that the town owns this land. There are trees, and to me, it's like a disaster area back there. Snakes, rodents, things of this nature. We do have people living in the building, and I know that there's a beautification project that's coming to Louisburg with the Justice Center. If that goes through, I just wanted to pass this around. So, do you mind if I?
Yeah, you can just begin with Councilman Clancy there.
Thank you. Just take a look at that, and wanted to see if the town could help us out as far as trying to clean up that area behind the building. I think our tenants deserve that. They shouldn't have to come out and take a look at that every day. And I just wanted to see how you would be receptive to trying to help us in cleaning up the back of the building. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Okay. Good, that's all on it. Anyone else? Okay. Okay, item number 7. Approval of resolution for town board appointments. Mr. Slater.
Mayor, members of the council, this is a pretty routine matter. We've done it multiple times. We'll be doing it again next month because we have a number of people that are rotating off our council, various commissions and boards. The resolution just makes them appointments for both, or I should say for a series, the planning board, board of zoning adjustments, and the historic commission. And unless there's any objection to the recommendations listed, I would ask that the council make the appointment.
Any questions from the council to Mr. Slater? Okay. Okay, as you can see, council, you have your, the names of the appointees on the, in this resolution here for these boards.
I move we approve.
Okay.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve the resolution for the new members and returning members on these various boards as stated here before you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. So goes through. Okay, thank you on the resolution for that. Item number 8, resolution to award contract for professional engineering services. Mr. Slater.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a basically a requirement that the state has for when we apply for grants and other kinds of financial assistance, particularly as it applies to our water and wastewater treatment, or I should say water and wastewater projects. We've indicated to you in the past that we were applying for monies for an upgrade to the Green Hill Lift Station. We're also looking at money for some other projects. But in order to proceed with that, the state is now asking that we go out, do a bid system in order to get services, engineering services for these projects when we make these applications. And so that's what this is. This is the first of many that will be coming as we seek funding from the state. So this is just a pretty routine matter. We went out. The firm that the town has historically used for our water and wastewater engineering was the only response we had. And obviously because they've been doing it so long, they're, you know, the most knowledgeable and qualified. So with that, I would just urge council to approve the award.
And just give us the name of that.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Municipal Engineering Services Company. They're out of Garner.
I make a motion to approve.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve this resolution to award the contract for professional engineering services. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Okay. Number 9, resolution to award upset bid for town property on Davis Street. Again, Mr. Slater.
Thank you, Mayor. This parcel of land was declared surplus at the last council meeting I had briefed council on. This is a parcel of land that is basically adjacent the town's fire museum off Davis Street. That lot has been in the town's possession for quite some time. We don't really have any plans for it, and so it was an opportunity to go ahead and put it back on the tax rolls. I had an individual who had expressed interest and made the initial bid of $50,000. We went through the upset bid process, which is required by state law. He was the only bidder, and I'm asking that the council make the award.
Thank you.
I move we approve.
I second.
We move, it's been properly moved and second that we approve the resolution to award the upset bid for the town property on Davis Street. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Item number 10 is resolution to declare surplus and dispose of the generator at our sewer facility. Mr. Medley.
Mayor, thank you. In front of you tonight, as many of you are aware, we are replacing the generator that's 30+ years old at the sewer plant. During the process of replacing this, we found that the unit itself has reached its useful life and is no longer useful, and therefore we want to declare this unit surplus. However, there's a pump that can be removed and potentially sold, so I'm asking that you make a motion to approve the surplus of property.
Again, no questions to Mr. Medley regarding this. Can I get a motion for approval of?
I move we approve.
I second.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve the resolution to declare the surplus property of the disposed generator for our sewer facility. All in favor? All opposed? Okay. Item number 11, resolution of ordinance authorizing SBI background checks on fire personnel. Mr. Medley.
Mayor, thank you. After reviewing the current personnel policy, it was recognized that the town of Louisburg's adopted personnel policy did not include a separate ordinance authorizing SBI background checks on fire personnel. The requested ordinance is a stated mandate that requires the town to perform a more thorough investigation into the background of fire personnel. The attached ordinance defines the responsibility of the town as well as the responsibility of the fire chief. I'm requesting a motion to adopt this ordinance as presented.
Is this specifically pertains to fire personnel, or are there other,
Just fire
just fire
personnel.
personnel?
Do we do this for other departments?
And not, SBI is not required for this. The police pull their own. They have their own policy that they pull for.
So they're not mandated to do SBI?
They do their own through the SBI. Yes, sir.
Is there an ordinance for the police department stating that they are required to do an SBI background?
Stephanie, are you aware that there's an ordinance in ours?
We have to go through a background check to get certified training.
Well, can we change this to make it for our police department and fire department so we know it's done?
Sure.
Sure, I don't see, we can make it jointly for the two departments. So we can make a motion to add our police department as well for this background check. See, our police department has theirs now. Do we run fire personnel through our police department's background check as well? Yes.
What we currently do now, whenever we get an applicant that comes in, whether it's a volunteer or a potential career member, before Ms. Davis got here, we ran them through the clerk of court, through the, that's where anybody would go to get a background check. And that we handled that in-house. If there was nothing on their record, we moved forward with it. If it was 14 pages, like one of the last applicants we got, we discounted that application. So we were doing it. It just, this makes it official.
Okay.
So, yep. And I've already talked to Chief Abbott and Captain Lincoln about that, working with them.
Okay, we'll include the police department to make it a standard. Is there any objection, any more questions as it relates to this for the council?
Not really a question, more of a comment
Okay.
for everyone else here. If I've read this correctly, it's the background check, any findings don't necessarily preclude employment and result in automatic rejection other than arson convictions, I believe. It's left up to the fire chief to discern otherwise. So it's just more of a good practice to have on the books.
Okay. Any other questions or comments from the council? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, so be moved and properly second that we adopt the ordinance amending the personnel policy for background checks for the fire, as well as in addition for the police department as well. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Item number 12, the administrative report.
Mayor, thank you. Attached are your Louisburg ABC financials for the month of November 2023. Friday Nights on the Tar will be held on September the 20th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. featuring Bounce Party Band. I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude and appreciation to all those that helped in the recent cleaning of the cemetery. And for those that we've gotten some calls, and I think some council have gotten calls regarding when leaf season starts. Leaf season starts November 1st up until November 1st. If you have leaves, make sure they're bagged so that staff can get them picked up. Also, there's been some concerns about utility bills being reached to our citizens. We found out this afternoon late that the vendor that works with us had some technical difficulties, but all customers should receive theirs by the end of this week. If you want it beforehand, feel free to reach out to Town Hall. We can get you a copy of that. And last, I want to add Mr. Lee Brown is here with us, and I'd like to introduce him as our new Public Services Director.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
That's it, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Medlin, I
Yes.
have a question.
Sure.
Any idea when we might receive our audit?
I've reached out to them, but they have not given me a date. I will keep the board abreast when that occurs.
And the other question that I had, and I'll piggyback regarding the appreciation to the volunteers at the cemetery. On that day, we gathered some piles that still have not been picked up. So perhaps somebody could go out in the near future and before we make new ones.
Sure.
And get the old ones picked up.
Okay. All right. Moving on, item number 13, the mayor's report. A few things that I did last that I'd like to report. I participated in a reopening of the Food Line grocery store the other week, in which they now remodeled the whole store, and they asked me to come out and help them cut the ribbon, so to speak, and encourage citizens of Louisburg to come out and support them. They made a big arrangement there, and they said that they look forward to serving the citizens of Louisburg for a long time to come. Okay. Also did a monthly delivery of food boxes to senior citizens at the various apartments around town. I delivered 14 boxes to citizens. These are food boxes that contain various nourishments of foods and drinks provided to seniors. And that's something I do for just to help out for our seniors here in town. Another exciting thing, just last week on Labor Day, we took about 20 kids to the parks in Raleigh, Chavis Park and Pullen Park for their last Labor Day fun trip before going back to school. And the kids enjoyed themselves very well. And I would like to see us, the town, doing something in addition with our youth department to provide more recreation trips for our local kids to the parks. They really enjoyed it. And one thing specifically that they really took a liking to was the splash pad that is at Chavis Park. You know, our former council member, Emma Stewart, had said years ago that she would like to see a splash pad here in town. If you were to visit one, and for those who haven't, I would strongly encourage you just to go out. I mean, it's very tempting for all ages, from kids from 1 to 92. You can sit back in the chair and you watch the kids perform, and it seems like if you want to go, you can pull your shoes off and go out and enjoy the splash pad. So that was a lot of fun for the kids, and I admit I enjoyed myself as well. I also attended the meeting with the Affordable Housing Committee, and listened to the information that they brought forward about the housing, as well as white flags. They had a lot of information that I think would be useful for us in the future on how we could work to solve some of those problems as well that ultimately we would be facing here in town. So that was a informative meeting as well. So that's it for my report for the month of September there. Okay. Item number 14, our police report. Councilman Lincoln.
Evening, Council, Mr. Mayor.
Mhm.
We had some promotions in this last month. Officer Andy Castaneda was promoted to sergeant, as well as receiving his advanced certificate, which is the highest professional certificate that a police officer can get through training and standards. It takes into account training, experience, and education into a formula. And in addition to that, Sergeant Coker was transferred from patrol to investigations. So he's going to be Detective Coker from here on out. We do still have 2 current vacant police positions. We had 1 complaint against an officer accusing him of being rude, hostile, and aggressive. Thankfully, our body camera showed when we reviewed it that he was highly professional and the complaint was unfounded. We have not had any use of force or vehicle pursuits. Some notable investigations. We had a drug investigation that ended up with a search warrant on a home, seizing almost 3 pounds of marijuana, some fentanyl, and a stolen handgun. We investigated threats against courthouse and courthouse staff, and it ended up in an arrest of an individual from the coast. We worked with the sheriff's office to get a registered sex offender moved from a home in town where he was living too close to a daycare. And just this past Friday, 4 of our patrol officers partook in a DWI checkpoint in Youngsville. Our budget, we're 17% of the way through the fiscal year. 23% of the budget has been encumbered as of August 31st. We are still waiting for a 2024 GCC grant to come in. We had several training classes that our officers attended, including field sobriety testing, criminal investigations, patrol rifle training, hazmat, and bloodborne pathogens. We had officers that helped out with Louisburg College's color run and a resource fair. Officers attended a sunset slush event at Mariah Parham Hospital over this past month. Other officers participated in a back to school event at South Main Baptist Church and a ribbon cutting event at the newly renovated Food Line. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I just want to say with the kids back in school, you guys have been more than noticeable, patrolling and making sure it's a safe environment for the kids, especially around the high school. I noticed that more since I'm up that way, but we appreciate your efforts.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Item number 15, the fire report. Chief Lanham.
All right, Mayor, Town Council, hope everybody's doing well tonight. You got in front of you the report from the fire department. As you can see, we conducted a child passenger safety clinic at Walmart on August 2nd. We've seen about 10 or 12 families come through. My staff went into Walmart, recruiting ones that were in the baby section. Like, hey, come on out and see us. We'll make sure your car seat's properly installed. Other small events, the National Night Out, the Friday Nights on the Tar, the ribbon cutting and Food Line, as you mentioned, Mayor. We also attended South Main Street Baptist Church for that event as well. Any kind of event that the community has, just let me know and we'll be glad to be there. Also, the major budget items on here, the air conditioning's been fixed in here. I think we discussed that last month. And we got our aerial back in service, so that's good to know as well. We've already talked about Tropical Storm Debbie in the river event. I won't hit on that. One thing two things, the 9/11 ceremony is tomorrow at 12 in front of the courthouse. If anybody's able to come, please come and remember the lives that were lost on 9/11. Also, with leaf season here, open burning in the city limits is against town ordinance. So if you got to leave, don't put them in a pile and light them on fire because we're going to come visit you. But if you want to see the fire department, you can stop by and see it. The last thing I want to hit on, thanks again for the background amendment in the town ordinance. That means a lot to me as well, and I hope it ensures the community that's here in person and online, that I'm gonna take every person that I have on this department as one of my own. I take responsibility for everybody. I'm not gonna put somebody on here that don't need to be on here. I want somebody in my organization to respond to your needs as they would my own needs. So, and you got my word on that. Mayor, we're continuing our fight with what we talked about, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Any questions?
Mhm.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. All right. Okay. Thank you, Chief. Item number 16, the council comments. Councilman Clancy, anything you'd like to share with us? Okay. Councilwoman Baker?
Nothing much to share. Just thank you as always for coming out and sharing concerns with us.
Okay. Councilwoman Wright?
Same. I just want to thank everybody for coming out and what you're doing in the community and taking an interest in what we are doing. And I thank you for that. I thank you for your calls. I thank you for the time I spend with those that come by, call me all the time or whatever. I'm available, but I'm not gonna come and badger you. So, and just thank you for coming.
Councilwoman Scott?
It's been a month. Those that know me know what that's all about. Mr. Brown, welcome to the Louisburg family. We appreciate you and hope that you enjoy your stay with us here in the town. I hope to see people at the 9/11 event tomorrow. That's something that personally means a lot to me. It was a day that changed my family's life forever. And I hope that the community comes out to pay respect and tribute to all the sacrifices that were made that day. I hope the kids are off to a good school year, and if you need me, holler.
Okay, thank you. Councilwoman Woods?
Thank you to the police department and the fire department for coming to my church, back to school event. It's never a time that I call y'all and y'all don't respond for us, so thank you. Welcome, Mr. Brown, to our town. Congratulations to our, Officer Castaneda on his promotion and Coker on becoming detective. I was also able to attend the ribbon cutting at Food Line. It was a great event. Thank you all. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. Also, school is in session, so please be mindful of children, buses. Just be mindful of the school kids. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Councilman. Okay, item number 17. Nothing else? Did I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Yes, the moved and properly second that we adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Thank you for coming out.
He did not time that right. Well, that's
Here,
probably
put that in,
In the yard.